You think there's some kind of honor, some kind of code? You're just another man, hunting a trophy, just like our father.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer and credits. So you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared. Nailed it.
Nailed it. So dramatic.
Just like our father.
Dramatic, just like our father. Ooh, we get to do Russian accents, I think. They're Russian? Are they Russian?
We do.
Yes.
I'm wicked out of practice.
Oh, I know. That's right. If we get fired up, get it fired up. Yes. Back with a new movie, trailer trash, and all that fun stuff. Breaking it down. Mm-hmm. What are we doing?
We are doing Kraven the Hunter.
Ooh, yeah, 2024. Let's go.
That just popped on Netflix immediately in the top 10 on Netflix for some reason.
For some reason, because all the trash floats to the top on Netflix.
That's right. That's right. Because I want to watch it. It's my fault. It's probably my fault.
It is your fault. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah. It was another one where I was like, oh, Russ, can we do this one? Because I want to watch it anyway, but I know I'm going to have to take notes on it.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to watch it on my own. Like, I want to watch it as part of this. So it's like, oh, I have to do like work. But yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know how much it's Morbin time, baby. You know how much I love the Sony Spider-Man universe.
Yeah. Oh God, what a mess. What a mess. And
this is the last one because it was that bad.
So yeah, do you know? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention because I've kind of given up on
Sony Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, superhero movies really generally. I'm kind of done.
That's fair.
But yeah, so what happens now? I know. Yeah, I'm just done. I don't know. I don't care anymore.
Wow, brutal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You take care of Thanos. You're kind of like, okay. Yeah. I guess we're done.
I guess you're right. There are no heroes anymore. We all know that.
So, what do you know what the deal is with the? I know it was like as long as Sony kept making them or something like that, or they had like some picture deal, they could keep making them in association with Marvel. But is that over?
So I think the partnership's still on. It's something like it's like every 5 or 7 years they have to do one. So it's a relatively low commitment that they get to keep rights to some stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's also like I think they're gonna have to start over because they cannot keep doing these.
It's bruised. They're so bad. Well, I know there's the same deal with Fox too, and then Disney was like, why don't we just
with X-Men?
Yeah, why don't we just buy it?
Yeah, it's just like bad after worse after worse. And so this is the one finally where they're like, okay, well, if we do another Spider-Man one, it's got to be a reboot. Or I think, because they are also the ones that are responsible for the Into the Spider-Verse series, right? Like that's Sony.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think they'll keep doing those and that counts.
Okay.
And those are great. So
those are fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. But the live action ones,
not so much.
Stinker after stinker. I like the Venom movies because they're silly and
I haven't watched
Tom
any
Hardy's
of them.
Good, but,
I love Tom Hardy too. But yeah, I just haven't watched any of them. I just don't. None of it interests me.
Yeah, that's fair. Kraven the Hunter, though, I was like, why would you pick Kraven the Hunter? What a bad villain.
Yeah, what a random one. So I don't know much about him, honestly, from the comic book days.
Right.
I don't. Are you a big Kraven guy? Do you know?
I know
Kraven. Kraven more Kraven.
I'm always Kraven less Kraven. Actually, those are the Spider-Man the animated series episodes that I was always like skip.
Yeah, he just runs around like an animal. Blech.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, and I hate. I mean, sometimes I like when they don't have powers because that's cool. Yeah. But Kraven, they're like, well, he doesn't really have powers. He's just a really good hunter who ends up developing super strength over time because he has all these serums, and then he's one of those where the backstory just gets more and more ridiculous as they go because they run out of ideas. So they're like, all right, well, what if he kills himself, but then his wife resurrects him with the undeath?
Ooh,
and then
that's fun.
You're like, stop it, don't do that.
I think it's a problem with all these movies too, and especially these ones that are they're all kind of origins of these characters. It's all the same. Yeah. It's always just some serum that this guy got right, but then the bad guy wants to take advantage of it, make it better, so he can be more powerful. And then you got the face off. Every one of these movies is the exact same.
Yep.
So
they sure are.
Come up with something else.
Just a nightmare. Yeah. So anyway, I know enough about Kraven to probably poke some holes in the movie once we watch it and just be generally angry.
Well, what's the log line they've given us here?
Yeah, sorry, huge intro. But the basic premise here, Kraven's complex relationship with his ruthless father, Nikolai Kravinoff, starts him down. Yes, I know that's their name. Their last name is Kravinoff. Starts him down a path of vengeance with brutal consequences, motivating him to become not only the greatest hunter in the world, but also one of its most feared.
What? What? What?
What a sentence.
What is going on here? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. This one is feared. Okay. All right. So that's that. That's what we're doing. Kraven the Hunter. Kraven off. I'm craving off some cookies right now. Arr. I don't know. I'm a pirate too. Kraven off. Arr.
Arr, yeah.
Arr. That's
Your Russian's also rusty.
Yeah, it's a little rusty. You go on vacation for a week. You're on a beach. You forget all the stuff, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We'll get to it. Right. House cleaning stuff. Fan service. Do we have any?
We do not. So, listeners.
Ruthless.
Be ashamed. But not too ashamed to send us an email. You still can. And you still might.
That sounds cool. Yeah. Should we just get into this trailer? I mean, this is what we're here for, right?
Yeah, we might as well. God, everything's a little rusty. We haven't done this in a few weeks.
It's been a while. It's been like probably 2.5 weeks almost since we've recorded. I went on vacation. Jared went on vacation.
I went on vacation, yeah.
We're just tropical boys, so...
Tropical boys and a tropical mindset. JD Vance killed the Pope on Easter while we were gone.
I know. I know. Yeah. You kind of was like, oh no, Jared's going to be so heartbroken.
That's right. I'm devastated.
Especially when I tell him JD Vance did it. He broke some trophy, some trophy that a team won or something. I don't know if that was fake or real. I don't know what's happening anymore.
No one knows.
no one knows. Nothing's real anymore. So welcome back, buddy.
Yay. I was just in Jurassic Park having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Don't bring it back.
Well, we're about to head back to the hunt here, the Jurassic Park. So trailer opens with an overhead shot of a train up in Siberia. Siberia or somewhere where it is.
I'm assuming.
Because that's where you keep prisons, which then we're into prison. And we get a voiceover, My son, we're hunters, the greatest the world has ever seen. A little rough, but I'll get back.
Yeah, you're getting there though. That's closer than your pirate.
Yeah, it's close. I was almost turning into. Did you see that movie Nosferatu yet? The new one. Yeah, you haven't seen it. It's really good.
Starring this guy?
No one in this is in that because it's a good movie.
No, that's not true, dude. This guy's in it.
Taylor Johnson.
Yes.
Taylor
Johnson.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. He is. Good call. I forgot. He's like.
I thought that's why you said that.
No, that's a guy. Just sometimes these things happen to me, and I don't. Deep down, I make these connections, but on the surface, I have no idea.
That's right.
The genius runs deep, That's just how it is.
So smart.
So smart, I didn't even know it. It's really good, but I almost went into that voice, the Nosferatu there. He's like kind of like Eastern European weird thing going on.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's close enough. Yeah.
Close enough, right? All right, so we got voiceover from Dad, obviously, and then we got Kraven walking through this prison looking smug as hell. As everyone, it's kind of this whole trailer, though, is just him looking smug, pretty much.
Yes, it's broody or smug.
yeah, brooding or smug. We'll have to, as we go through all the looks, we'll decide which one's which.
Yeah, I sense a segment.
Yeah, broody or smug. So yeah, he's just walking through his prison, smug as hell, being whatever. Everyone's hollering, throwing stuff at him. It's like, did he throw all these prisoners in here? Like, what?
No. And I have an immediate gripe because then he grabs like a tooth out of a skull. I was like, why is there like a cheetah skull in this prison?
Yeah, everyone knows he can turn it. He could turn a cheetah skull into a weapon. He's Kraven the Hunter, right?
I think anyone could turn a giant sharp tooth into a weapon.
It's possible, but I don't know. I've never been presented with the situation, so I wouldn't know if I could do it.
Fair enough.
I just throw it at someone and be like, I think I used that wrong. So then we cut to a room.
Scholar.
Yeah, we cut to another room with another Russian guy playing chess because, he's playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers,
Yep. The masters.
That's where you get the close up of the tooth skull knife thing, right? And then this guy's all Russian. He's fallen in. He's like even speaking the language, and he's basically the hunter is a myth.
Yeah.
And Kraven, I think, looking smug now.
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely smug. He does the old look up and like, come on, bro. It's
Yeah.
Cut to black.
There's an ounce of truth in every myth.
That's right. That's right. Cut to action, and it's just him kicking the shit out of everyone. The chess master and someone else is in that room, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the same guy, and he leaps up on the table, and then, That's the truth. Every myth. Let's go.
So stupid. Yep. And then the prison alarm sounds because
Well,
thankfully, at least there are some rules in this prison.
well, hold on. But before we get to that point, though, then he does like multiple stab wounds to this guy's neck, and there's like blood
right.
everywhere and splattering on the thing. I was like, is this the Red Band trailer, or is this just where the world we live in now?
This is the world we live in now. So I think this is like in response to it's Morbin time. Like people like that one didn't like. I feel like Morbius would have been so much better if it were rated R. Like we could have gotten away with so much more cool shit, like with the vampire and like Jared Leto doing God knows what kind of weird, awful things.
Yeah.
And they heard our feedback and they made Kraven the Hunter rated R and full of violence and gore.
Yeah, because it looks like there's a lot going on here. So
Yes,
yeah,
you're right. Good call out.
Stab next to the wound there, and then making macaroni and cheese or stabbing someone in the neck. So we go to we get Prison Break, gunfire. You can't hit the hunter, bro. He's a runner. Yeah, that's all he does in this trailer is he runs and looks smug and or brooding. That's it.
Yep.
All he does.
Yep. Now he's looking a little broody as he runs.
Yes, he is looking a little broody as he runs. This is a broody run. Yep. Then we cut to black and we cut to some lady who's like, all right, who's next? And Kraven leaning. What's that? I don't know.
Is she Australian?
I don't know. Who's next? And we cut to Kraven. He's leaning, looking smug with a cup of coffee, I think.
Yep, so smug.
So smug. Title card.
Yep.
Sony, 100 Years of Columbia, in association with Marvel.
Yeah, like Sony, you got to stop celebrating the losses here.
And then the classic
100 Years of Columbia, put it in a body bag.
Yeah, right. It's time to just cut it. And then we get the old let's just steal it from another movie because they did it too, the Johnny Cash acoustic little dark ditty here, and it's Kraven decked out in fur hunting.
Yep. And we're going to get Johnny Cash for basically the rest of the trailer too. Nice and broody.
Yeah, repeating. Guess he's a man. Wonder when a man is a man or something like that because he's not is he a man?
Basically what it is. Yeah.
He's like, well, he's a man. Good man named Boy or something. I don't know.
Bam-a-lam.
Yeah. Man named Sue. All right. So then,
Yep.
So then we get to another lady. I don't know if it's just the same lady.
Well, right before that, that's when we get like the big reveal of like he's in his like comic book costume in a jungle somewhere, and he's got his like bow and arrow ready to go.
Yeah, yeah, ducked down in his hunting fur, doing his hunting gear. Yeah, yeah. And he's like, okay.
I was like, oh, cool, this could be cool.
I don't think it's going to be. Yeah, and then some lady being like, she's like, you're like your father. A guy. No, I don't know.
Oh, you like your father?
You like your father, a gangster, yeah. A hunter, a killer. That's not all she said.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
This trailer is just so boring. And just the same trailer we've seen a million times. So then we cut to a restaurant.
Even the action parts.
Yeah, So then it cuts to a restaurant, and this is like voiceover intercut with this, and there's like gunfire, and dude's getting like laid out, whatever, and we got shots of Russell Crowe, clearly dad enough.
Yep.
And then we got Kraven and Dad doing their kind of, I don't know if it's a handshake or he's going to punch him and he catches it. I don't know.
Yeah, a little column A, a little column B.
Yeah, it's kind of like the it's like in Predator, Dutch and Dylan. Son of a bitch. And then we got a smug shot of Kraven. Smug.
Yep.
Smug, right?
Smug as hell. Yep.
Overhead shot of some cars, and then
I was gonna say because we got a convoy of like commandos somehow that are laying bear traps for him.
Yeah. He's like a bear creature.
It's
tiger,
so frustrating.
Right?
Yep. He's a bear tiger thing.
I was like, ooh, bear traps, fun. And he spots them immediately because he can sniff those things out. He's like,
of course,
I smell those bear traps. And then we just
don't trap me, dog.
Then we just cut to the Kraven off here, just going all Rambo in the woods, but not really because Rambo never killed anyone in First Blood.
That's right.
But he's just going all Rambo on them in the woods. Just violence. Let's go, right?
Yep. They did like his after he does that, then it like cuts to him and his eyes glow in yellow, and you're like,
yeah, Kraven in the dark, smug eyes.
His eyes don't glow yellow.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he an animal or is he a man? I don't know. He keeps saying like, when a man comes around.
Cash keeps saying it's a man. Yeah.
He's like, when a man comes around, I'm like, all right, I got it. They keep repeating that. I love how like these
I am.
scenes. It's like this is like literally rinse and repeat of every other movie, and Sony just being like so lazy. Like, oh yeah, Logan. Remember when he like beat up a bunch of people in the woods? That was really cool.
Yep.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's copy that.
Again.
Remember when Deadpool did that in the opening of Deadpool? Yeah, let's just steal that. Like
More.
more.
Again, more.
Yeah, more. But at a certain point, it doesn't mean anything. Like the one in Logan, it meant something because he was going to fight towards something. This is just them setting up a bunch of dudes in the woods getting killed for no reason at all. Like Rambo did it because he had a reason to do it. Survival.
Right.
I don't feel like that's what this is.
I think they're trying to position it as like that is like it's for a good cause, because at the end
For a
they're
good
like,
cause.
right, because they're at the end they're like, well,
his favorite
there's
charity.
some kind of honor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
Stupid. It's not though.
we got a title card. This December.
That's right.
it.
This came out only a few months ago, and is immediately on Netflix.
Wait a second. My brain is wrapping around time. This came out in December of 2024.
Yes.
What?
Yes, it just came out.
What?
And then they were like, oh, just put it on Netflix. It sucks.
What? Wow, I totally lost track of time there. When I heard 2024, I was like, well, the pandemic. So this was like 4 years ago.
No, this came out like 3 months ago.
Holy smokes.
It came out like Christmas too. Like it was like the end of December, I think.
Wow. Wow. That's bad.
Horrible.
That's bad. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad.
4 months. 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah. But so then he's like taking his shirt off on a plane for some
Contractually
reason.
obligated Tyler Johnson ripped shirtless shot, you know?
Yep.
Gotta have
Tyler
him.
Aaron Johnson.
Yep. We got more voiceover. My son, come over here. Sit on dad's lap. Here we go. Tell you story of the Kraven family. I'm getting good. I'm getting better. I'm getting back into it.
You're getting back in it. Yeah, more practice makes perfect.
Yeah, you got a wide shot of the wilderness and some cars. Kraven smug walking in the woods, I think, right?
I think so.
And we got dad off. He's by a fire saying something about animals. I didn't quite catch it. I didn't really want to go back. But
He said that so daddy is like, he's like, oh, there's an animal even stronger than you can imagine. I'm not there yet. I need more practice.
You sound like a Russian with like a speech impediment. Or like,
That's right.
or you're like drinking a cup of water and speaking at the same time.
Yeah, I'm doing like a bow rat drinking a cup of water.
That's my wife. Russian.
There's animal stronger than even you can imagine.
Oh man, because making fun of
In
Russians is
Siberian gulag, animal hunts you.
crazy, right? Keep knife and cheetah's skull head.
That's right. And then I was like, oh wait, are they talking about the rhino? Because then they show this guy and they're like, oh, he's got creepy skin.
Yeah, and so yeah, there's a shot of like an arm being scanned by something, right? And it looks pretty gross. It looks pretty bad. And you should probably, get a vaccination for that.
You should get that checked. Yeah.
There's a vaccine for that, I'm sure. And then we pan out to the guy, and he's the villain because only villains smile when their arms look like shit and they have glasses.
Yep.
So he's like, I am transforming into something cooler. I don't know if he's Russian or not. He didn't really speak. He did a little bit, but.
Rhino, no. Rhino's an American dipshit.
So this is just Rhino, the Spider-Verse Rhino, the Rhino we all know.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, because again, Kraven sucks, and so they're like, let's just put a couple other villains in this one too, make it more interesting.
And you got the Rhino. He's out there in the wild, in the jungle, or wherever he is. So that kind of all tracks, right? Okay.
Yep.
Title card. His hunt. And we had a smug look of smug Kraven standing in front of trucks, being like, "Halt, trucks." And then we cut to a bad guy being like, "Hey, tell me of this hunter guy. Maybe I'm going to go hunt him." The hunter becomes the hunted, right?
Yep.
And it's kind of quick intercut stuff. And we got a shot of Kraven jumping on these said trucks. He's checking out some explosives, it looks like, and then back to the bad guy and some other dude. He's like, he's on your
Don't
list.
put this in the trailer.
Yeah, this is all weird, right? And then some other guy being like, "Hey, he says he's on your list, or you're on his list, or something." I don't know. It's
And that I think this is going to be Chameleon, one of my favorite Spider-Man villains that they're going to make horrendous.
yeah, well, or not at all now. But
Well, he's Kraven's half brother. In the
oh, now this makes sense because then he is there and they're talking later. Okay, got it.
yeah,
I didn't
and his last
recognize.
name is not Kravinoff, thankfully.
It's Chameleon off. Yeah,
Yeah, basically. kind of.
Yeah. Sometimes comic books aren't like the most, clever. I mean, they're like a little too on the nose.
Well, especially Stanley. I feel like Stanley's names, may he rest in peace.
R.I.P. Yeah.
The names are a little lazy sometimes.
Whiplash, Electro. What does he do? He shoots electricity out of his hands.
Yeah, electronics. Yeah.
Magneto. What's he do? Magnets.
Yeah. No, but we do, thankfully, because again, this kid, when they were writing these comics, it was like the 50s. And so it's like, oh, what do we name the Russian guys? I know. Sergey will be Kraven the Hunter, and
Nikolai.
Dimitri will be Chameleon. Dimitri. Yeah, the other
Dimitri.
one. Otherwise, it would have been Nikolai, probably.
Wasn't that their dad? Is Nikolai or something?
I think so, isn't it?
Someone's Nikolai in here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh my god! So then we get that, and then we get more violence in the back of the trucks. Just more violence, right?
Yep.
Pretty gory. Yep. Title card.
Yep.
Begins. And we got to kind of a John Wick shot. We've got a bunch of dudes, silhouetted dudes, waiting for an elevator. Johnny Kosh. Johnny Kosh. I don't know why I said it like that. Johnny Kosh. It's really Johnny Kosh. Walking across the street. Repeating the same words he's been repeating this entire trailer. When the man comes around. When the man comes around.
All right. It's like a truck commercial.
Yeah. It's your Ford F-150. When a man comes around, comes around in a Ford F-150.
Eating chili.
Eating chili and beans.
That's right.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
Eating
it's like
chili
trying
con
to set up.
carne.
Trying to set up their like one dramatic moment where they're like the elevator just like keeps dinging up the floors.
Dogs are barking, right?
We get it. He's about to burst out and kill all these people.
When
obviously,
the man comes around. When the man comes around. All right.
All right.
We got it. He's a man, but he's not a man. We don't know what he is. Action. We just ass kicking more action. Him going through hallways, messing dudes up, and then him running on all fours. That's always goofy looking. Yeah. Tackling some guy out of a window, off a cliff, whatever. A perfectly placed cliff outside of a window.
That's right. It's like a skyscraper cliff,
Yeah, it's classic. And then we had a voiceover. You think you're some kind of honor? I don't know if he was Russian or not. I think it was somebody else, but whatever.
No, I think that's the brother. Because
that was brother
saying like Dimitri. Yeah.
He wasn't Russian. Oh, well, but he wasn't having an accent, I don't think, did he? I don't remember.
No, he went to the United States before Kraven, as far as I know. I feel like he like sometimes has like a little bit of a British, like he learned English in some European school.
Classic.
So like he's got like a little accent, but like not too much. Yeah.
Classic villain brother.
Yep.
And then we got a storm rolling in. We got Kraven running from dudes in trucks into the storm, which it looks like it cut back to the Prison Break because he had like his prison break thing on, and he was like all of a sudden in the snow. So I'm like, I think it's a cutback.
Gotta be Siberia.
But then we cut to like wolves showing up in the storm and like tearing apart some dude like ruthlessly. Some guard probably because he does he have ability to like talk to the animals like
nope
like the underwater guy. What's his name? Seaman?
He's not supposed to.
Aquaman. Well, that's DC. What's Manor? What's his name? Manor.
Oh,
the guy, the Marvel guy. The Marvel's underwater guy. Yeah, Namor. Namor. That's it.
Namor. Yeah.
Stupid name.
Yeah, Marvel Aquaman. Right.
Yeah, Marvel Aquaman. Let's just shorten it up. Lame. Like he could talk to fish. Can Kraven talk to like wolves and stuff? Is he like? Does he do a Jurassic Park thing? Where he puts his hands on. He's like, "Hey, wolves, help me out!" Nope. And they go and attack for him.
Not supposed to. No.
Okay.
No, he's just like
a man.
Good at tracking people. Yeah, he's just a guy.
When the man comes around. When the man comes
around. Chameleon is just a guy. I'm pissed. I'm going to be pissed about it. I was texting you yesterday. Yeah. He's like, they're going to make him change into stuff. And you're like,
he's gonna have a lizard tail or something like that. Or he's going to just blend into walls or something. Where'd he go? Where is he?
He's just supposed to be like a master of disguise. Like he's like, oh, give me 2 minutes and I'll change quick. Like that's his thing, which is cool in its own way.
Yeah. This is him just actually changing into something maybe.
Yep, he's supposed to be good at mimicking and doing accents, and like that's the whole bit. And
like us, we're chameleons,
right. Exactly like us. Listeners, what do you think?
We're basically chameleons. You send us anywhere on this planet, and we are blending in. You're not finding us. Not finding us
like a fine mayonnaise.
Oh my god! So yeah, then there's Kraven snapping some necks, whatever, in the snotty, and we got bloody hands, and then we got some other dude going on about how he's just another man hunting for a trophy. And this is his brother. This is Chameleon.
That's his brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then an intercut with some more action. We got blow darts. We got some fighting. We got some running after a helicopter in a suit, and he grabs
Barefoot, I think.
Barefoot because he got to be. He grabs onto the ladder because the rope ladder was attached to the helicopter because the classic 1950s villains escape that way.
Yep.
And he gets like dragged by the helicopter in this thing, like underwater. I thought he was gonna like wave to Namor under there.
Yep.
Hey bud. Hey bro, what's up? And then his brother here, Chameleon or Dimitri, or the hell, he's just like our father, you're just hunting for another trophy, just like our dad. But there's, he probably has more to say about that. But
Yep.
Kraven's looking smug at his brother. And then we got like a bunch of quick shots of all our big players. So we got a shot of Dad, Russell Crowe. We got a shot of this lady walking, who I don't know who that is.
Yep.
We got a shot of our bad guy. I know that actor, but I forget what he's from. With glasses, handing a gun to someone, being like,
yeah,
do this thing.
Yep. Definitely a villain. Which is like, oh, a villain for our villain. Awesome. Which like Morbius had the same thing. Where you're like trying to make the villain into a hero, and you're like, no, Kraven's kind of a dirtbag. Like you can't really make him into a hero. Like Morbius at least is kind of a hero at times. Like Kraven is just a dirtbag always. There's like I don't understand how they're gonna make him positive.
Yeah, this guy, the guy who Alessandro Nivola. I've seen him before in a bunch.
Familiar.
Born in 1972 in Boston, Massachusetts.
No kidding.
Look at that. Yeah, he was in The Brutalist. Which a recent movie, Disobedience, American Hustle. He was in Face Off. That's where I recognize him from. Right. He was in The Boston Strangler. That makes sense. Didn't see that. That's cool. Okay.
Neat.
Neon Demon. Yep, I've seen that. Him in that. Okay. All right. So yeah, He's been in stuff. All right.
Okay.
Let's get back to our regular scheduled program here.
I was gonna say, then Kraven's looking back at us. I think smugly this time, right? Or is it brutally? Hard to say.
I think it's a little bit of mix, but I think it's a smug though. I think it's a smug.
Yep. I think you're right.
Yeah, because he like turns his head and he's like,
yep.
Then explosions. We got missiles, bombs dropping from the sky. Kablooey.
Yep.
Kraven running. Johnny Cash still singing. Right.
Yep.
When the man comes around.
When the man
comes around.
They're like in the studio like filming this, and they're like they just have it on a record player, and they're like just leave that in the background.
Yeah,
it keeps skipping, but
yeah, it actually keeps skipping.
It kind of works.
Comes around. Man, and then we got Kraven sitting, kind of brooding, smuggy in his smug throne, all smugged with his fancy fur. Taking up the throne there. And then, embrace
who... daddy again, right? Yeah. Or voiceover daddy?
Yeah, voiceover daddy. He's like, embrace who you really are, son. Pretty good.
Yep.
And then we got our bad dude there, Nikolai from Boston, pulling a dart from his side or something. And he's like, let's go. And we got cut to Kraven running through a herd of something. I don't know what it was.
Rhinoceroses, because this is when they introduced the rhino.
Well, on point. I had a feeling it might have been the thing. He's running after some trucks, and he jumps on a truck, and then boom, Rhino Man, here we go, shows up.
Yep.
Just flipping trucks over, punching things, smashing things,
Daddy finishes his sentence, and you'll become a legend.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around. And then we got Kraven lighting his torch staffy thing on the ground in a cave, looking cool, but smug, little brood, title card, Kraven, the hunter.
Yep, Kraven, crab off.
Kraven, the hunter. Coming this December of 2024, 5 months ago. And coming to Netflix now. Whew! What a mess. I'm tired from watching that. I need a nap.
I want to read a comic book.
I need a nap.
Yep. So, I mean,
prognostication with Jared and Russ right now. Okay, prognostication with Jared and Russ. Yeah, let's do this.
Like, obviously, what's really going to happen here is like they're going to make him out to be some like misunderstood. It's Daddy's fault that he pushed him to do this, and
of course, he's got daddy issues.
Exactly. There's other even worser villains that we should really be focused on, and like Craven's just a man comes around.
That's it. He's just a man, right? Yeah, trying to get out from under the glow, the shine of his father.
Exactly. And like maybe that woman that's been in the trailer several times is supposed to be his eventual
Escape.
wife Sasha. I don't know.
Or his
Like,
escape maybe from this life that he doesn't want to be a part of, but he's still drawn to it anyways.
oh, maybe it's like what could have been before he
Yeah.
because Sasha's kind of like a villain too
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
So you're right. This is probably like, oh, this is the one that could have made him into a good man, and instead,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's just a man comes around.
Man comes around. And I think there's going to be a moment, probably after the prison break moment. This will he'll have a run in with a blue diamond dealer in Siberia there, and
Keanu shows up. Wait,
Yeah.
they do a John Wick?
yeah, they do a John Wick. That's the whole scene at the end there. It's a John Wick Kraven the Hunter mashup, and that scene at the
that
end
diamond
isn't.
one.
It's not Kraven. It's actually John Wick
Sick.
trying to go kill the guys who didn't kill his Kraven, but stole the blue diamonds. So he has to go get the blue diamonds back. And that scene where the elevator and the dog's barking, it's actually John Wick shows up to go get
Dope.
the blue diamonds back he got from the deal that went south in Siberia.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. And him and Kraven team up to kind of take out this blue diamond underground Russian blue diamond
Yep.
deal.
Yep. That sounds amazing. If it has to be a Craven movie, what I want to happen, besides what you said, because
Yeah.
that sounds even better. But if it has to be about Craven,
It has to be.
I hope when you start the movie, it's like Craven the Hunter, and then there's a subtitle, like a secret subtitle that they don't say on like IMDb. That's
Yeah.
the Craven's Last Hunt, which is the best storyline when he dies.
Oh, yeah.
And I think maybe they just kill him off in like the first 10 minutes and then they make it all the good stuff afterwards. Like
Okay,
it's
all
like
right.
mostly Chameleon.
Yeah.
And like Spider-Man's in it for some reason. That would be awesome.
I feel like I think your Chameleon, I think he's going to be in the background this entire movie, and it's going to be like kind of like a little Easter egg for fanboys like you. But
No.
but I think at the very end you're going to get the Chameleon reveal. It'll be like it's going to be a
so
post
sad.
credits thing. I'll put $2 on it. It's a post credits thing where he's
If it's a post-credits thing, I'd be so mad.
becomes, becomes
He's like in the main billing of like the cast. He's listed number 4.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's in it a lot, but I don't think he's going to be the Chameleon though,
Yeah, no, you're probably right. Because he his backstory is like his whole childhood. They were together in childhood. And he was like Craven's like little servant boy, like following him around. Craven is always bullying him. Yada yada yada.
Raven's an asshole.
Yeah, yeah. Craven's just a big jerk. That's why I'm like, how do they make him sympathetic? I don't think they can. Right?
And well, that's their whole move here, right? Trying to do these. Anyways, the Rhino though, so he becomes a Rhino. Rhino hasn't been in any of the Spider-Man movies, has he? Was he in any of the Spider-Man
No,
movies?
not yet. No,
Okay.
not a one.
So this is like his first appearance in the universe because
And it looks pretty cool
Yeah.
from like
But
the 2 seconds that it
What
was
do you
there.
think happens to him though at the end of this? Do you think he just gets shot up with a serum, becomes just regular man again? They imprison him somewhere?
No, I think because they didn't know how bad this one was going to do, I think they were trying to set up like Rhino to have his own movie, which
Why?
eh,
Yeah, just have him be a villain to Spider-Man. Stop this. Stop these shenanigans.
yeah, like like I don't know, why are they doing this?
I think a lot of people ask that
Rhino's-
same question. That's why it's on Netflix 4 months after it got released in the theaters. So
Rhino's not the kind of character that you can like just like turn back. And I was wrong
Right.
earlier when I said he's just a big American doofus, because that's what the animated series did to him. In the comic books, he is Russian. He's like a Russian thug. So like it's all just a bunch of Russian thugs.
Classic. Am I right?
Yeah, classic.
I wonder if that's also why this movie failed too.
Oh, probably too many Ruskies.
Yeah, too many Ruskies. Everyone knows you can't be. This is too many Russians from one movie to like, and you can't be sympathetic for any of them. You know. So
that's right. This isn't 1994 when we're all like laughing at Boris Yeltsin.
Yeah. No.
Like
no.
Russia's bad again.
Yeah. Yeah. They're the bad guys. Yeah. Again. Oh shit.
They had a half a decade of
doing okay. Doing all right.
Yeah, the mid 90s were hilarious. Not if you're Russian.
No.
Bad time if you're Russian, but
Bad time. Bad time.
Yeah.
But
Russian listeners, what do you think?
what do you think?
Are we the baddies?
Well, we're all the heroes of our own stories, right?
That's right. That's right.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap this hunt up, right? We're gonna put our bows away and wrap this up.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good to see you. Good to be back from vacation. We're dusting rust off. We'll get
Yeah.
we're right back in it, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm dusting Russ off. Russ is dusting me off.
I got Armando over here trying to get back inside. Armando, you son of a bitch, stay outside.
Poor Armando. Hey, be nicer to Armando.
Hey, it's beautiful out, and just outside hanging out. Hanging outside. All right.
In paradise.
Well, thanks for listening back next week with our full breakdown. In the meantime, follow us on Instagram. It's This Meets That. Our social media team is here or there. They might be on vacation too. Armando, you crazy puppy. You crazy. And subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Set us auto download. And if you like the show, tell a friend. Armando is just getting excited about that. Armando wants you to tell a friend too.
Yep.
And,
or tell your enemies.
Yeah.
Leave a review. 5 stars, maybe a little comment. Tell us, do you want dog pics? Do you want Armando pics?
Armando pics. Our social media team, our social media account would probably go through the roof if we started doing Armando pics.
I bet. The interns have been begging for it.
Yeah. All right.
If you're feeling old-fashioned, though, you can just send us an email. We plugged it earlier. I'll plug it again. We read them in the trailer trash like we always do. thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Or you can go find all our episodes, merch, there's T-shirts, no mouse pads, but tapestries, all kinds of other stuff, baby clothes, whatever you're into. More information about the show, characters, zero information about Russ's book Host, but you should go buy that wherever you buy books, and look forward to the sequel later this year.
Yeah, coming soon. Yeah, working on it. We're gonna end of the year.
But yeah, all that stuff's at itsthismeetsthat.com. Check it out.